So I think most of you here know it was about 5 months ago, I think it was back in the month of March, that the ambassador, in conjunction with our partners over at TEAM, as well as in conjunction with public officials from the government, joined together to launch this TEAM project. So as I said, TEAM is expected to make a huge difference in this regard, not just in terms of fighting corruption, not just in terms of growing the economy, but as Safet said, growing the public trust. I've lived all over the world. I've been traveling for almost 40 years as a former military officer and currently as a foreign service officer. And initially when I started traveling, it was really to explore and to learn about new cultures. So what I've learned over the years, and it was somewhat of a revelation, it took a couple decades, but some time ago I recognized, you know what, people all over the world, no matter what part of the world, we're actually a lot more alike than we are different. Talk about all this corruption in Kosovo, we have to admit there's a problem. That being said, rather than blaming it on the people themselves that have to ultimately accept responsibility, what we also need to do is close that space for and with this new technology, we expect it to make a huge difference. This being said, doesn't matter how great the technology is, it's still going to take everybody here to be a part of it. So when individuals such as yourselves and people in the government and everybody else start holding the government accountable, start invoking greater degrees of transparency and accountability, at some point, our expectation, certainly our hope, is this will take root and it will spread. So let me just take a moment to talk to the colleagues in here from civil society. I'm going to quote the ambassador, but back in March, one of the things he says, because government does not exist in a vacuum, the role of civil society as full partners in monitoring public procurement. And to our business colleagues in here, you all have a huge interest in making this work. So I'd like to offer my gratitude on, certainly for USAID and certainly on behalf of the ambassador, but offer my gratitude to the folks in the business community, but especially the American. It's both chambers of commerce that made this a priority and reached out to many of you and encouraged you to apply for this very important training. Everybody here, thank you for taking a couple days out of your busy schedules to train up on this. It's going to be huge, and I want to say thank you again for having me here today. Let me do it. Thank you.